Okay, in the Avengers vs. X-Men versus book 5, there were two fights. One was Black Panther and Storm, the other one was Hawkeye and Angel. So I'm going to go with the Hawkeye and Angel fight first. As always, I do 9 criteria. Fighting ability, intelligence, strength, speed, endurance. That's kind of like your stamina. How well do you recover from injury? Invulnerability, so your resistance to damage. Energy rejection, versatility, and X factor. So again, this of course being Hawkeye and Angel. Fighting ability. Hawkeye, expertly trained, and he's a real close second to Captain America. That's a huge pedigree. Just a huge pedigree. Angel has had a lot of training with Wolverine and people like Black Panther, so he's had a lot of training. But he's not somebody who's actually masqueraded as Captain America and knows how to do all of the maneuvers that he does. So fighting ability, that is going to go to Hawkeye. Intelligence. In this one you've got Hawkeye, who's got a tremendous amount of training and experience in this fashion, versus somebody who is, beyond being very highly tactical, works for a school, also a business genius. So I give the intelligence edge to Angel. Strength. Hawkeye is very strong for a human. However, the amount of body mass and strength it takes to fly at great forces, to fly very well, requires a tremendous amount of strength. So, Angel. Speed. If this is a foot race, they're relatively even. Once Angel takes to the sky, he has a lot more speed to him. Now we're at endurance. The amount of endurance it takes to flap wings is huge. There's a superhuman level of endurance in Angel, just based off the overall physiological makeup of who he is. Invulnerability. In this one, Angel, while he does tend to wear somewhat of protective clothing, you see a lot more of these tactical body armor on somebody like Hawkeye. Now energy projection. How well do they actually, use what they bring to the table? Ironically, I always loved when Angel had the metal wings, because the ability to shoot out sections of metal that had a neurotoxic poison to him was really intelligent. It was really amazing. He kind of has that ability off and on depending on who's writing him. So I'm comparing that versus arrows. So feeling the fact that you can do a wing buffet and you can essentially toss a bunch of razor feathers at somebody, I'm going to give that edge in just the raw distance ability. You can fire arrows off pretty quick, but someone who can launch dozens of wings at you at one time, that's pretty impressive. Now we're at the versatility. Hawkeye carries a lot of arrows, so he has a lot more, to hate the pun, but he has a lot of arrows in his quiver. So he's got a lot of things that he can break out at almost any given point in time. Now we're at an X factor. This one, given the way the story was progressing, I'll give the X factor edge to Hawkeye. Now this being a 5-4, Angel should pretty much be able to defeat Hawkeye. There are some circumstances where Hawkeye should be able to get the win. Of course, in the book, he does get the win by kind of playing the guilt card. But if these two were to fight on almost any other day, I do think that Angel, just given all of his different abilities, and the fact that, Hawkeye's going to have to try to land an arrow on him, and you've got a guy who's got a lot more speed and maneuverability.